one to order at 7:00 p.m. All members from council are present except for Councilman Gully, who is absent and excused. Present in the administration is our city engineer, Tom Boyer, our civil director, Nick Rubertino, law director, Nancy Clammer, finance director, Caroline Chandel, fire chief, Ted Whittington, and police chief, Hunter Ray. If there's anyone recording this meeting as a courtesy to the public, will you please identify yourself so your fellow attendees know you're being recorded. Seeing none, the city of Eastlake is recording this meeting. Legislation proposed, we have legislation number 04-13-01, a resolution to renew tax levy.
Thank you. Our levy will expire next year, so our general levy, is worth about $490,000. So the process is a two-step process. First, we have to go to the county, and that's what this piece of legislation does, and your county can tell how much to bring in. And then the second step will be after the county sends it to us to legislate to put on the ballot. So this is step one in the process of renewing, and it's plain and simple, renewing the general levy, which has been around since 1980 something.
Is the plan to put this on the ballot in November?
It would be nice if we would have been able to do that. You do have enough time. If you choose to, it will happen.
Any questions for Ms. Chandel? Seeing none, we'll move on to legislation number 04-13-02, an ordinance repealing and replacing chapter 1367 flood damage prevention of the codified ordinances of the city of Eastlake. Mr. White.
Thank you, Mr. President. FEMA made a final determination on the flood insurance rate maps, and they included this time a coastal wave runoff. It affects very little of Eastlake, primarily the harbor area, everything else is up on the surface. At any rate, we have to change our chapter 1367 to incorporate those new B zones, and they've added a section in that and some updates. So, clerk, redid chapter 1367 in accordance with the template given to us by the ODNR. At this moment, the ODNR is reviewing it. I believe I looked at it. Well, I know I looked at it. Water and Clammer looked at it. So we're just waiting for the final say from ODNR that meets all the requirements, and then it'll be up in front of you for your further consideration.
So my understanding is it will be on first reading tonight? Correct?
However you want to handle it, you can either keep it in council or you can put it first.
I assume we'll have this, we'll have the final.
We need to get it done.
Final notice. I'm saying, I'm sure we should have the final notification from them sometime in the next month, right?
I think May 4th was the deadline.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. President, it has to be enacted by May 4th for us to maintain a flood insurance. We don't want to go by that date. So
right.
We're expecting to hear from the ODNR this week.
Okay.
And you know, one of the things, the council goes through that was an ask about the further discussion. Still in contract with someone.
I said that notion.
So, council, if we're on first reading, we take care of it next meeting, we'll move it forward.
If we put it on first reading now, we can also go ahead and
Correct.
By May 4th.
Right, we won't be, right. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Legislation number 04-13-03, a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and director of finance to purchase a 2020 V8 Dodge Durango from John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Chief,
we had a 4-car accident on the freeway, including 2 of our cruisers, 2 weeks ago. Fortunately, no one was hurt. That's the main thing we're focused on. But one of the cars was about 17,000 miles, was totaled. It hit that car into another one of our cars, which sustained about $10,000 worth of damage. That was repaired back on the road. So the suspects are the car that was pulled over has damage as well. Obviously, that's not this guy's insurance company. The car was totaled. We are on Thursday. The interior will be evaluated to see if there's anything we'll be able to use. But it is a replacement car. It was talking to the guy, so, that was the only thing that was available, anything short of 120 days, and 120 days right now, 240. So I really didn't make any sense to get anything other than something we already have that's available. That was really the only one that was readily available. The one we got our last spring was from, and so that's why we chose that.
Any questions for the chief? One question, is this the, cost of the vehicle? That doesn't include the outfit.
We'll have an outfitting price after they do the evaluation, and I'll get that to, Mr. Dow, and it'll be all part of the insurance, package.
No, go for the power coding.
Yeah, well,
We'll do just like y'all will right now.
yes.
Very good, thank you, Chief. Legislation number 04-13-04, an ordinance amending section 155.06, sick leave to be cumulative retirement provision of the codified ordinances of the city of
Thank you. This, language will mirror the union contract that we previously agreed to. It's just a minor change in the, retirement portion when somebody goes to retire. That there's a larger, small change in amount of, buyout in terms of what hours they can cash out. It's kind of an incentive to not use it. So we just mirrored the union.
Any questions for Commissioner? Seeing none, we'll move on to legislation number 04-13-05, an ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for RP Rollers LLC, Lucky Place Sweepstakes Cafe.
This is just another one of those internet cafes. They had actually come forward with two, and then they were both approved, and shortly thereafter they indicated they wanted to move forward as well.
This is the same individual and also the one on 9th Street.
Yeah.
Correct? Any questions, Mr. Clemens? Legislation, move on to legislation number 04-13-06, a resolution approving change order number 3 in the WPCC capacity enhancement project with the Great Lakes Construction Company. Mr. White?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is part of the ongoing $5.48 billion upgrade to the treatment plant to increase and enhance its capacity. The change order that we're speaking to this evening is for $128,125.62. It covers 13 separate items, ranging from repairs to inlet structures, piping, and cable changes. If you would like, during my report, I can go through a full list of that if you like. I do believe, however, that you should have gotten a full listing, so however you like, sir. With that, I'll question.
Any questions for Mr. White? Okay. Thanks, Mr. White. And finally, under legislation proposed, we have legislation number 04-13-07, an ordinance amending section 939.26 sewer service charges of the codified ordinances of the city of Detroit. What is she?
This is the legislation that we got from Willoughby that will be in the rate cap, and that is to adjust the surcharges. These are maybe industrial or restaurant type, where they would be the type of entity that would be getting the sewer surcharge because of the council.
This is what we say, that's correct. This is a standard housekeeping thing. We do this on a yearly basis based on the findings of the WPCC.
Any questions for Mr. White? Commissioner Bell? Seeing none. Council, the whole committee meeting is adjourned at 7:10 p.m. On the council meeting on April 1st, 2021, order at 7:10 p.m. Mr. Civic, we release the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Here.
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 Mr. Everett. Here.
Mr. Overstreet. Here.
Here. Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the regular council meeting of April 13th, 2021?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Kacinik?
Yes.
Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Motion is carried, the agenda is approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of March 23rd, 2021?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Kacinik?
Yes.
Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of February 9th, 2021?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Kacinik?
Yes.
Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of January 12th, 2021?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Kacinik?
Yes.
Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion, carried, the minutes are approved. I don't have it yet.
That's on the updated agenda, sorry.
It is, but we
No, we don't.
don't have it. Okay, that's fine. Very good. All right, the next scheduled council as a whole committee meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, April 27th, 2021 at 7 p.m. with the regular council meeting immediately following the adjournment of the council as a whole committee. Mr. Zone, I believe you have a motion.
Yes, I hereby move to approve the liquor license for Castaway Bar. Can we do them separately or?
I will do it separately.
Hereby move to approve and send back Columbus, Ohio with no objection to the liquor license request for Kid Chalian LLC doing business as Castaway Bar and Grill located at 224 East Island Drive, East Ohio 44115.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is, will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Mr. Kacinik?
Yes.
Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes, is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk please call the roll.
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Mr. Kacinik?
Yes.
Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes, the motion is carried. Is there a second motion, Mr. Zern?
Yes, I hereby move to approve and send back to Columbus, Ohio with no objections the liquor license request for Catherine and Anthony Inc. doing business as Anthony's Family Restaurant located at 34931 Vine Street, East Ohio 44095.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Everett?
Yes.
Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Kacinik?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes, no motion is carried. We don't have anything under communications and petitions. Mr. Zern, I believe we have it.
Thank you, Mr.
Your items?
Yes. There was a fire in the city, a little over a week ago, an Eastlake family that was on East 354th Street. They are currently in temporary housing. I've spoken to them and their, family members and, ASICOX, through ACES Eagles is working on a, rental property for them to live in. Reached out to the pet food pantry. They have 4 dogs and a cat, that are in the temporary Saturday, May 1st. Revolution Pizza is sponsoring it, and it's going to be a Mother's Day theme. That will be from 11 to 12 o'clock. Also, I met with the Salvation Army, Lisa Cox, Ace of Angels, and 100 Youth to Care. And there are a series of fundraisers this year for the back-to-school backpacks that we were involved in last year. And we have set the date for the distributions, but there's going to be a whole lot of fundraisers coming out to support this. A lot of the corporate fundraisers this year do not have the donations that they had in the past. So in Kingsville, there's going to be a distribution on August 14th, and August 7th in Kingsville, and then the other half of the county is Praise Church, and that is going to be Sunday, August 15th. Altogether, we're looking to distribute about 1,600 backpacks to children, which last year was just over that. I also want to just let council know that the Eastlake Senior Center with Little Grace Church has a Families and Farmers food box distribution on April 21st from 11 to 12 o'clock. That is a really nice food distribution. Those boxes are, I think they're worth somewhere around $60, and there's meat, produce, and vegetables, and so it's a pretty nice distribution for our local community. And the summer feeding program, which was we held last year on Vine Street, that was approved by the food bank. So there are going to be 22 distributions from June 1st to August 6th, which are kids' lunches. And that is paid for by the Cleveland Food Bank. And I'll send more details to council on that. I have no questions.
Any questions, Mr. Zern? Thank you, Mr. Zern. Anybody have anything else? Very good. We'll move on to recognition of the public. We're open for recognition of the public. Remind speakers that all of ours will be directed to the chair that will not involve personality. And are limited to 3 minutes per person, 30 minutes total. There's no one who has signed up to speak. Is there anyone who wishes to address council? All right. With that, we'll move on to legislation proposed. Will the clerk please read legislation number 04-13-01?
A resolution declaring it necessary to renew an existing $1.8 million tax levy for the purpose of providing funds for current operating expenses and requesting the Lorraine County Auditor to certify the total current tax valuation of the city and dollar amount of revenue that will be generated by that renewal levy pursuant to section 5705.03 and 5705.19A of the revised code and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and reading in full? No. Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Koenig?
Yes.
Mr. Spaten?
Yes.
Mr. Zern?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Koenig?
Yes.
Mr. Spaten?
Yes.
Mr. Zern?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion carries. The legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 04-13-02?
An ordinance repealing and replacing chapter 1367, flood damage prevention of the codified ordinances of the city of Eastlake and declaring an emergency.
And this will be placed on first reading. Will the clerk please read legislation number 04-13-0?
A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and director of finance to purchase a 2020 CAW Durango from John Jones, Salem, Indiana, for the total amount of $30,698 for use by the Eastlake Police Department and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and reading in full?
No.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Spaten?
Yes.
Mr. Koenig?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Zern? Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Spaten?
Yes.
Mr. Koenig?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Zern?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The The motion carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 04-13-04?
An ordinance amending section 155.06, sick leave cumulative retirement provisions of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake, specifically section 155.06A, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading to read the full?
So,
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Overstreet?
yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion carried, legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 04-13-05?
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for RK Willick LLC, Lucky Place Cheesesteak Cafe, located at 34576 Lakeshore Boulevard, East Lake, Ohio, 44095, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading to read the full?
So motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton? Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes, the motion carries, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 04-13-06?
A resolution approving change order number 3 in the WPCC capacity enhancement project with Great Lakes Construction Company and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading to read the full? Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
I move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. And the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 04-13-07?
An ordinance amending section 939.26 sewer service charges of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake, specifically section 939.26B3 surcharges, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading to read the full?
So motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Evers?
Yes.
Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. We have no legislation pending, we have no unfinished business. We'll move on to administrative reports. Our first report is going to be from our fire chief, Ted Lee.
Thank you, Mr. President. So, this past along, I know everybody's aware that we lost one of our members suddenly on Easter. Jeff Kirkner was a 21-year veteran of the department. He's a decorated member of the department. Obviously, his passion has done a pretty good gap with us, as well as the emotional impact it's had on us. We're working through those things. Most certainly, the support from the community, tremendous support from our neighbors and the businesses, logistic schools. You know, this is long, and we're going to definitely send letters out and thank you to everybody. But again, we seem to be doing really well. We went through the processes that we would normally go through when it comes to grading. We're going to try to keep an eye on each other, but again, this is support been overwhelming. I definitely appreciate everybody's thoughts and well wishes. Actually, that's probably all I can handle in the last week or so. Other than that, questions.
Any questions for the fire chief? Seeing none, thank you, chief. We'll move on to our police chief.
Appreciate the, car being approved. Probably partly my fault, and I commented the week before, that was probably the healthiest our police ever been, with some of the additional cars we were able to get. But, again, with all things considered, it could have been much worse, We'll, hopefully have that up and about in the next 4 to 6 weeks. By next meeting, our best grant has been 5 years, and we review the best every 5 years. There's a best partnership grant that we've used in the past that pays 50%. We did find one we worked with comp, which pays 75, up to a total of $40,000 with a 25% match. So for the amount of officers in our agency, we should be able to utilize that and save a considerable amount of money. And every 5 years, I'm sure probably this marketing, if you sell a police officer a vest, the last 25 years, you're going to sell them one vest. This way, technology does improve, they become lighter, and they have a better stopping power as the time goes on. So there is a great benefit to that, which is I'm sure why we're in Wisconsin on board with the grant itself. I'll get over everything over to Chanel for the next meeting and anything else.
Any questions for the chief? None? Thank you, chief. We'll move on to our service director, Nick Robertino.
Good evening, everybody. Well, I'm in here only halfway through our salt pile, so we're reaching the salt that we're going to do. We're coming in shortly. The roads, for the most part, held up pretty good this year. A lot of pothole repairs, but not as bad as it's been in years past. We've already started doing some pothole repairs. We've also done a repair on the sewer for the ditch line in front of the current post office, and continue to move forward with that. That's all I have today.
Any questions from the service director? Thank you. We'll move on to our city engineer, Tom Boyer.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of council. Currently, we have 3 jobs running in the city. 2 of them are on Stevens Boulevard. One, which is west of 91, is being run by ODOT. They're proceeding from Lakeshore Boulevard down northbound lane, heading to Willowwood Drive, halfway construction for approximately a campers now to dig out and going. That'll be followed by curb, dry aprons, filling the sliding with asphalt, and switching to the opposite side of the same. Similarly, on Stevens from 91 east to the Willoughby border, it's halfway to construction. They're working on the westbound lane, but they're headed east on that so the truck traffic can flow down the eastbound lane towards Willoughby. Zone is set up as one way, and you can see that the streets are closed, all the side streets. That's just to limit traffic to the local people, not get through traffic in there and get stuck. People are routing out and around each block as they work in blocks, so they're not moving the equipment. If you've gone down there, you'll notice that as they dig out, they queue the trucks, load them up, and send them out back to Stone Lane, drop that, push it in, and repeat as that operation moves along. So if they're in between a couple of streets, they close it behind the operation and in front of it, and allow people to go up and around. It just makes it go quicker. So we're trying to balance convenience and quickness of the job. Quickness of the job is always the usual factor that we go for. The shorter we're there, the less we need people to get so long. Right now, we're speeding along. We're probably about 3/4 of the way down towards Willoughby. That's going along faster than I would have thought. As soon as they get all the way to the Willoughby line, they'll fall back. They'll slip curb in that side, and then do the dry aprons behind and throw the slot of asphalt, very much like Stevens. They know what that's doing, and then flip the zone and do it again. Hopefully sometime in midsummer, they should be out there, as well as the other end of Stevens. That'll be gone. The other area of construction is down in the Galleria area by the pump station. All the piping down there has been completed, all the inlet basins are in. Presently televising the sanitary and storm sewers, just to check, make sure there's nothing amiss there before we go put a new road on it and actually take it up to find the problem. So we're looking through the sewers right now, and waiting on a schedule for when they'll start to come in and restore the road. But I'm expecting that to be within the next 2 to 3 weeks to start the road restoration, and that should be concluded sometime by early summer, depending on how quick they go. That should go fairly fast. And with that, no questions.
Any questions from Mr. Boyer? Thank you, Mr. Boyer.
Thank you.
We'll move on to our finance director, Carolyn Chanel.
Thank you. We're currently in the process of installing new software with the service department. We hope to go live with it soon. Installing new software in the building department. They're still in the process of setting up some of their needs and desires in that software. And the finance package, we started the new install of that. So we're all hopefully going to be running a better and improved version of what we've been running from, I don't know how long it's been in the building, but for a long time, some of our software. And we currently have the auditors that are in doing the audit of our CARES money because it was such a significant amount of federal money that they were required to come in and audit that. So we're busy back there. Any questions?
Any questions, Commissioner? Thank you, Commissioner. And with that, we'll move on to our law director, Ray Lyman.
Mr. President, Council, action on the report.
Any questions for the law director?